Hi YouTube, what's going on? About to do a little night ride real quick. I haven't ridden for the most of the week. Alright. Hope you guys had a good week. Alright, let's get this thing going. So appreciate you guys liking the last moto vlog. Right now, I'm just working on production stuff, making sure everything looks good, and making sure everything, like the mic wire and stuff. You know, sorry about that. I didn't realize that till the end. I just had it in the wrong position, but I got it good now. Hopefully you guys can see good. It's nighttime, so it should be a little better to see the speedometer. All right, so got some things coming from my bike, and I'm actually working on a project, and I'm probably gonna document it too, walk you guys through it. But I think I want to turn my my 250 into like a semi-naked bike, like take the like the front off, some of the fairings. So basically, that's what my next project is. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys want to see it, well, I guess you don't have no choice. You're gonna see it anyway. That's what I decided I wanted to do. I wanted to turn it into a naked bike. I don't know. I just think it would look interesting. So why not? You know, why not? But it's been warming up here in Florida. Yeah. I'm kind of spoiled. I don't like riding in sub 50 degree weather, and if it's below 60, I don't want to ride, man. So, not that I won't, I have, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. You know, it's not like I commute with this thing and have to go to work and stuff like that. Not the case. So, yeah, starting to warm up a little bit so I can ride. Hopefully this view is good. I guess I'll have to see. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to Moto Miles. He shouted me out in his last video. He has a X22, but I think he's planning on getting a bigger bike. Shout out Jerry Hawk. Shout out a lot of people who's been following me to the beginning. There's a couple of guys. Tech Junkie. Trust me, I'm gonna make a video and shout out everybody who's been commenting and really following my journey. To all the guys, man, appreciate you. And I still love my 250. I'm still gonna I just changed the oil on it. I still didn't do the valves yet, which I have to do because I said I'm gonna do a video on that. I did change the battery. I put a bigger battery in it, and I did have to modify the housing a little bit. I had to cut it, and yeah, that happened. So, but it starts up great, you know. You know what? Let me keep going. Yeah, I'm just riding, listening to music like I usually do. This is my my unwinding time. I'm trying to get a video in at least once a week. You know how that is. Everybody's got life, got to work, and that's how it goes sometimes. Definitely gonna get everything to the best of my ability this year with this channel. I'm happy for all the subscribers I do have. I'm happy I can help all the people I can help. My DF50 SST, which is my 150, I'm still doing pretty good. Got that hooked up to a tender. I actually rode that around in the neighborhood today because I was just like, why not? You know? So probably gonna working on my editing, you know, all that good stuff, man. But I still love this bike. Definitely. Alright. But yeah, I don't really have much else I'm gonna do to this bike except for the mirrors and taking these big old yellow LED lights off, and I'm gonna just have them integrated into my my mirrors. But other than that, I think I'm kind of done aesthetically. I like how it looks, and yeah, you know, other than that, I don't really have plans. Actually, I was thinking on getting another bike pretty soon. Not a bigger bike, actually, but a small. I always wanted a Grom, but I don't know yet. I'm kind of decided if I want a Grom or I want a bigger bike than this. So, and I'm leaning toward a bigger bike after today for sure. But I don't know yet. We'll see how that goes. Definitely see how that goes, because right now it's not, like I always said, it's not about the speed, it's more like the fun of the ride, you know? Definitely the fun of the ride. So shout out to everybody who's getting to ride outside of the winter. You know, some places I understand, you know, you can't ride because of the cold. I definitely understand that for sure. And I was telling the story last time about how I started riding with people, and it was pretty much, I guess I want to finish that and say after I got, because my friend who has a 600, after I got this bike, I'm like, all right, I can keep up with you. Let's ride a little more, you know, because I wasn't riding with him when I had a 250. It wouldn't have worked at all. So after I started riding with him, he was riding with people, or he knows the MC club he rode with a couple of times, and actually he's probably joining them. I'm more of a lone wolf, man, and you got to dedicate time to be in a motorcycle club, and I just don't want to be obligated to dedicate certain time that I don't have to. That's pretty much with that situation. There's nothing else to it, because they're cool guys, and if between me running my business, you know, family, YouTube, you know, I got 3 YouTube channels, so between doing all that, it's like, yeah, I'm at this point where I want to do what I want to do in life and not have to do or be obligated to do something. So that's that, you know. Other than that, though, I definitely would join, because they're a cool group of guys, and they're kind of different than just traditional MCs. So other than that, yeah, I got this bike, started riding with them. That's when I started riding with them, and that's it, you know. That's kind of how it is a lot of times when I hear people's stories about how they joined a club or something like that. They would just, you know, enjoy the ride, and when you ride, you'll just meet people sometimes. So that's just how it goes. So haven't done a night ride video in a while, so I wanted to post one up. Matter of fact, it's kind of bright. I was riding earlier, so this is my my riding phone. I always have it synced up with my headphones and stuff like that. And a lot of times I'll have my maps here and stuff. I no longer need a speed really, because it's kind of, you know, this speedometer is pretty accurate. Once it gets over 100, it might be 2 to 3 off. But other than that, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much you know, from the last video. So sorry about that. I feel like I did edit it okay. And the intro for this video, my daughter did that. She pretty much did the intros for all my channels at this point. So it's good to involve your kids in the things you're doing sometimes, especially if they're talented at it. Because, you know, she's talented at drawing and video editing, and she's 13. I'm like, well, you want to do you wanted to do an intro for me? I'll pay you for it. And I'm telling you, even kids, money will motivate them, even though they can't even really go anywhere during this COVID. But I offered a payment at Amazon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I like it, you know, compared to what I did. Other than that though, this thing gets up, man. This thing really has a lot of torque in the mid-range. Like everywhere before 100, it'll get up there quick. Like I was doing 30 behind a lady, and just went up a gear, and then boom, I'm at 80. I'm like, geez, that's how it is sometimes. Definitely teaches you how to throttle control, which is what I'm always practicing. You know, not that I ever had any problems with that. You know, since I started back riding on my 250, I haven't had any issues with I don't know, with me being on my bike and having errors like I did when the first time I was riding in life. You know, here and there I might miss I don't want to say miss a gear, but miss a slip, my foot will slip, or, you know, not even on this bike, but that more happened with my 250. Things happen. But I do want to get some frame sliders for this eventually as well. Yeah, that is the other thing. This will protect it, you know, you never know. You can always say, yeah, I'm not going to go down, but you never know, you know? That's the thing. You just want to, all you can do is be prepared for it. That's how life is. You know, so I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they definitely love this bike. Yeah, today I was on the turnpike riding this thing. Definitely had this I had to get it registered. But my down here in Florida, we have some pass, you know, different places, Easy Pass or whatever pass, you know, when you get on the turnpike pretty much. And because the first time I was riding with the guys, and they hopped on the highway, and I was like, I got a ticket. Not to say a ticket, but, you know, I have to pay the tolls. But now, you know, that my I already got it registered, but also since my license plate is tucked under, you can't even see it anyway, so it is what it is. I like to see that light. Sometimes I never see it. I'm always shifting before I get to the revs anyway. Before I get to like 8. Probably a little after 6 a lot of times, but yeah. I'm gonna start coming up with more things I want to talk about, you know, because when you're doing these moto vlogs, you don't want it to be boring. some people don't talk about that much stuff, and I watch a lot of other people's moto vlogs, to be honest with you. Pretty much a lot of people who did the 500R ones, people doing any type of 250s too. Like, I just like people, you know, see what they talking about, you know, what they're talking about, and while you're riding. Something I will say, something about watching, like my cousin, she told me she watched one of my videos, she's like, it's like I'm right there riding with you. And I'm like, you know what, you're kind of right. I guess I feel that way when I'm watching people as well. And it's like when I show people I have a channel like this, they're like, people actually watch that? I'm like, yeah, I do. That's the reason why it would inspire me to even do it, because you know, being on, not really, I guess because my first initial entry back into bikes was my scooter, and I didn't see much information on that scooter, so that's what really made me make videos about it. And it just went from there. You know, I got my 250, and it was already people making 250 videos on the 250, but you know, I always try to add to the content, and you meet a lot of good people when you do videos like this, you know. And I can definitely attest for that. YouTube, not only on this channel, but I have like I always said, I have a channel with my what I do for a living, and I've met friends, like actually friends I've met in person in real life, who own their own appliance repair companies, and they're great guys, you know. Really haven't met anybody off just doing this moto vlog stuff, but you know, maybe one day meet up and ride with people. I see a lot of people that do that, different moto vloggers, even all over the world, you know. They'll have meetups and meet up with people, which is pretty cool, you know. One thing I will say when you're riding is definitely a community you're being a part of, you know. Like even when I'm driving in the car and with my wife, and you know, we're bikers, and she'll see one guy, she's like, oh, look at, he did the wave. I'm like, yeah, you gotta do the wave, man, because she sees me doing that in videos, and she doesn't know that's a thing. But when you start to ride, you know it's a thing, and that's how it goes. You want to do the wave. So oh man, something about just having the power to just go feels really good. So yeah, about to take it on in. I just had to get some fresh air real quick, just to get some. See, just got to do the wave, man. So, but I'm thinking about getting a new bike pretty soon. I don't know which one. Either I'm getting like a new Grom clone type of bike where I can work on. Definitely not buying a Grom for sure. And then or I'm gonna search around for a nice used 650, 750. You know, even if I see 1,000 for a good price, I'm gonna get, you know. Yeah, I definitely think I'm ready for one. Especially after riding friends' bikes and stuff, and you know. But I still love this bike, and I'm gonna keep it. I already decided, because it does great on gas. You know, it's definitely I like to ride by myself. A lot of the times it's fun riding with people, and I have no problems with it. But like I said, to my schedule, sometimes I can't meet up with them, and like, you know, that's just how it goes. But when I can, I can. And when I do, I probably would want to ride a bigger bike, but by myself, I'm good with something like this. Oops, sorry. Well, there's the horn, you heard it. Pressed it by accident. That's what people have. That's the first time I actually pressed the horn, clicking on my indicators. But I've heard people talking about this bike doing it before. First time. Well, got it on camera. So this video is kind of just real quick, doing a quick vlog and just showing my appreciation to everybody. Like I always kind of do it, but I just want to name some names. I checked out Moto Miles video, and he had shouted me out, so I'm like, you know what, I haven't really shouted out with names yet. Let me just try to do that, and I'm gonna go, like I said, go back and really do it officially. But you guys know who you are, man. The same guys who comments the most, and I always try to respond to those guys, the core people who's always just say, hey, what's up, Mike, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? See this thing, how it looks at night with the lights on and stuff. Hopefully this thing is still recording. Yep. Alright, so that's how it looks at night. You can see the light from a license plate shows it. Those big yellow LEDs I want to get rid of. But alright, that's pretty much it, guys. I will be back with another one. Appreciate you. But yeah, what you think? Turn that into a naked bike. We'll see. You know, less panels for it to vibrate and stuff. We'll see how it goes. All right.